Dr. Peter Smith of the University of Arizona heads up the project.
Our entire scientific mission is about understanding the properties of the soil and its interaction with the ice, and the properties of the ice and the ice interaction with the atmosphere. We have only one way to study it, and that's by using our robotic arm as our backhoe, if you like, that's going to dig a little trench and provide samples of both soil and hopefully wet soil, if we can find it, and ice. And we will analyze those samples with instruments on the deck of our spacecraft.
The lander will beam signals back from the Martian surface, reporting the results of the remote soil and ice analyses. But before Phoenix has even had a chance to make it off the launch pad, a new wrinkle in the saga of water on Mars has revealed itself. Images beamed back from a spacecraft currently orbiting the red planet show evidence of a very unexpected event. It appears that a liquid flow of some sort has occurred within the last few years in a small gully at the edge of a deep Martian ravine. In 2001, the orbiter took photos of the exact same spot, but nothing of interest showed up in those shots. The new photos, on the other hand, showed a white residue in the gully, a residue seemingly left behind by a flow of liquid, possibly where water spurted from the ground and flowed for several hundred yards before transforming into vapor and vanishing. Scientists do not yet understand what might have caused such a flow, but many suspect that it's a result of some form of internal heat the planet must still contain.
Clearly, it's a planet that's been volcanically active, and all of us are very hopeful that some places on Mars we could find hydrothermal vents, and not just because we want liquid water, but because the liquid water implies that this might be an environment that life could develop or be maintained.
It is, of course, all about the search for life. When all is said and done, the engine driving all of the astonishing scientific effort to explore the red planet is the burning desire of humankind to know if life exists elsewhere in the vast reaches of space.
I think humans have, since the dawn of consciousness, wondered why they're here, and wondered what's up there, and wondered if there's more. And answering that question will sort of put us in some kind of perspective. It'll tell us what our place is in the universe to some extent.
Finding life on Mars could also help us understand the origins of life on our own planet.
And there could actually be, in the case of Mars and Earth, a significant connection. You know, if Mars developed life itself, maybe the conditions were right on Mars, but they weren't right on Earth. But yet Mars seeded our planet. Perhaps through meteoritic collisions, pieces of Mars arrived on Earth. With cells of life, and that actually grew here. Maybe we could all be Martians. Or perhaps it was the reverse, you know. Perhaps life originated on this planet and moved to Mars.
If we find evidence for life on Mars, and we know there's life on Earth, of course, then there's probably life all over the place. The universe is probably teeming with life. And if it didn't, then it makes us feel, I think, a little bit more special.